What's going on, everybody? So, quick reminder one more time. Please follow me on MySpace, Twitter, and Facebook. The links are below with my Central Washington University coverage. So, the Central Washington University softball team's playoff run is over. They completed their final tournament of the season, which was the Division II playoffs this last weekend. They, unlike the men's basketball team, actually won a tournament game. So, kudos to them. Still a little bitter about that, but we'll move on. So, things start out to recap the tournament. Central's first game was against the University of California, San Diego. The Tritons, they went into this game and into this tournament 16th ranked 16th in the nation. Central was up 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning, and San Diego was the home team, and they then hit 2 squeeze bunts, which gave them a 2-1 victory, and stole the game from the Cats as the Wildcats lost 2-1. And as I said before, that I thought the key to this tournament and with the Wildcats being for the Wildcats to be successful, they would have to win the first game, unlike last year. They were on their way, but unfortunately those 2 squeeze plays pretty much stole the game from them. So Central lost the first game in a double elimination tournament by a score of 2-1. Offensively, they were led by Kelsey Hobart, who was 1 for 3 with a hit, RBI, and the only run scored. Pitching-wise, Lauren Haydenfield pitched her first of 3 complete games this tournament. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and threw 98 pitches. So because of the loss to San Diego, the Wildcats opened the next day in the losers bracket and faced off against their arch rival, Western Washington University. Western was the other team representing the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. They finished second behind Central, and so they got a net large bid, and so it was a rivalry game. And Central was victorious, 8-4. They were able to eliminate the Vikings. So the Vikings were 0-2, and then they left the tournament. So Central went a little further than their rival, which is always a good thing. Central was led by Karina Wagner, who hit a home run in this game. She was 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Pitching-wise, Haydenfield again went the entire way, pitching 7 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 runs, 2 of them were earned. She struck out 8, walked 1, and threw 121 pitches. So the Wildcats were 1 game away from a spot in the final day of the tournament and a chance in the championship round. They just had to get past Chico State, and there's where the tournament ended for the Wildcats. They were edged by Chico State 3-2. That ended the season and the tournament. The Wildcats in this game were led by Liz Jusko, excuse me. She was 2 for 3 with an RBI. Haydenfield threw her final complete game, 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and threw 89 pitches. So the season ends for the Wildcats for the softball team. Just some thoughts on the season. It's nice, as I said before, that the Mallory Holtman era is off to a great start with them winning their 2nd conference title in a row, their 2nd conference title in the program's history. This is a relatively new program. I don't know if I said that before, but compared to the other programs, this is relatively new. I believe it started in the 90s. So it's nice to see the Wildcats show that last year's playoff run was not a fluke. This was a veteran team, and this was an experienced team. Looking to next year, yeah, there's going to be some changes in the lineup. Obviously, recruiting's going to get better because the Wildcats are winning. But I think the big thing for the Wildcats looking at next season is they do really well in their conference with their conference games, and it's starting to show with them winning the conference titles. But they are struggling non-conference. They got off to a slow start this year and last year, and then they ended up winning the majority of their conference games to win the title. So I think that should be a primary focus for this team next year. So that will do it for Central. Great season. It's nice that we won at least one tournament game, particularly when it's against your rival. Anytime you can take down your rival, I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than that unless you face off in the championship game in softball. But, it's nice to always take down the Western Washington Vikings, and so overall it was a good season. Congrats to the Cats. So that will do it for my Central coverage. Again, follow me on MySpace, Facebook, and Twitter. The links are below. And as far as a whole with Central, really wasn't expecting to talk about Central Washington after the football team's season ended, and it was overall a great year. The football team, they won their conference. Unfortunately, missed the playoffs. The volleyball, women's soccer had some fun seasons and some cool highlights. Men's basketball, that was that was probably the season to remember this year. And then you have the softball team in the spring making the playoffs. So overall, it was a fun year. And unless something big happens, probably the next time you'll hear me talk about Central will be during football season, which will start, I believe, in September, Labor Day weekend, as they will open up the season against Texas A&M Kingsville. So that's all I got with Central. We'll go back to we'll go back to other sports, Seattle sports and that type of deal. And thanks for watching. Again, go ahead and follow me on Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. The links are below. Go Wildcats!